Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 2019 Career Mode Series. Here we're at Hockenheim Ring in Germany for round 11 of 21 in this season. So if we enter the workstation, you see on the messages we got, first things first, we got the goals update, which is score 18 drivers championship points, which I'm pretty sure is equivalent to second place. So yeah, it should be doable. It's not going to be easy, but all these goals are hard, so we'll see. Not too bothered about the weekend preview. We've got all 4 of my developments completed, which I brought. Of course, 2 of them are durability, which don't improve the car, if they just improve the durability of the car. And then we got the front downforce, which is just a minor upgrade, but it will still help to improve the feel of the car. And then we have the weight reduction chassis upgrade, which is a major one, which obviously takes 2 weeks, so I'm very happy that got completed, because if it failed I would be annoyed. It seems we've already had major upgrades fail in this series. Weather is clear. We've had 2 clear weekends in a row after a few wet ones. Here looks overcast and light cloud for most of it. Here with the development update, we have made that massive leap up, obviously bringing a major and a minor upgrade, which now puts us as the 4th best car on the grid, but only just. And we're still going to be very, very close here. Look, you can see we're just about the 4th best car, with Mercedes still flying high on top. You can get a slightly better view of it through the progress history. You can just see how close that is for that sort of 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and almost 8th really Toro. So as you know, it is that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th are all just so close, so it's anyone's game really. And obviously Williams still a mile behind, but they'll probably shoot up eventually. That's all that really needs to be said for back here at the development place. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, I will see you in qualifying. Here we go then for the first lap in Q1 through turn 1. Just tap the brake and then lift off through the rest of it, get the power down, make sure to watch the back end. It's not the easiest corner in the world, but if you don't get any understeer or oversteer, you're absolutely fine really. In turn 2 it's just all about turning in at the right time, picking the brake and spine, all that, and it's not too bad. Coming down the straight, coming up to the main overtaking area on the track into the hairpin, which we've been a little bit under aggressive. I actually tipped it on the grass at the inside there, but it's alright. We don't need to push too hard in Q1. We should easily get through. Hasn't been the best lap so far. It's been a little bit scruffy. It's just solid through here. Just clip the inside curb. You take quite a bit of it as well. It doesn't really throw you off. There is a few curbs out here that are very, very deadly, I have to say. They do just want to throw you off. As this corner here, we've just made a mess. We turned in too early. We got a little bit on the outer curb, which is never a fun place to be. And this has been the worst final section in the world here. You just clip the inside curb there and throw it out, drift out a little bit wide, and then crossing over the line. We go quickest, we were 1:12.5, and that is good enough to get us into P12. It wasn't the best lap and undeservedly really in the top 10. P12, so we're through to Q2, and I will see you there. Here we go in first lap in Q2, hopefully our only lap. If we set a good lap, I reckon we don't need to set another one, but obviously we're very, very close all the top. Well, the 4th to 8th, as I've already said. It's been a much better first sector compared to last time, a little bit more aggressive on the brakes as well, through there. Purple first sector, which proves that we're quicker than, I think there's a Renault in front of us, or someone like that, maybe an Alpha, I don't know. And now throwing it onto the brakes in here. We've got a lot later this time on the brakes, but we still could have probably got a bit more aggressive on there, but it was decent. And now coming through a flat out little kink really, not really much of a corner, it's just slightly to the right. Very solid through there, and then I took that pretty much as good as I think I could really. Wasn't overly aggressive, wasn't underly aggressive, and this has been taken much better now. That's more how you should be taking it, instead of turning in far too early and running out wide and then risking ruining your lap completely. Now going into the right hand side, getting up on that curb slightly. It's not always the best place to be. Run out a little bit wide at the end there. It's going to cost us a bit of time, but it's good enough for the quickest lap. It's 4 tenths quicker on a lap. Hopefully that's enough. Here we go. We are in 7th. We comfortably made it through, so that means that I will be seeing you in Q3. So let's go. Here we go then, first lap in Q3. I got high hopes for this because my lap time's just been getting better and better. We're very, very good for the first sector, but Verstappen's come out the pits. Oh, he's going to block us here, and he has blocked us, so we're going to have to abandon that lap. That is annoying. They were fresh, brand new tyres, and that's really annoying. So we've had to come into the pits, refuel, go up again. These are now used tyres as we fly through the first corner. Yeah, these tyres aren't that bad though. I did look after them on my in lap and on my out lap, but they're still worn, whereas they weren't before, which is really annoying. So annoying when the AI come out the pits and just completely and utterly block you, but oh well. Actually been a pretty good first sector, having said that. These tyres still don't feel that bad though. It's now coming up to the hairpin. Chuck on the brakes here. Very nice through there, probably the best I've taken it. We did drift out a little bit wide towards the exit, which is going to cost us a little bit of time. Now again for the flat right hander, doesn't matter what tyres you're on, you're just going to be flat even in completely extreme rain conditions. Now turning right, this tyre don't feel amazing through there because that's normally flat in qualifying and definitely in the race sort of towards the end of it anyway when you're a little bit less fuels in your car. Been a bit of a scruffy final sector though. Well, sorry, final part of the second section I say. We're now sort of in the final sector more, so I'll try and keep it a bit more together here, which we've done so. It's decent through there, and now trying to get a really, really nice exit, which we've got. We didn't get up on the curb too much, crossing the line. That's actually good enough for P6. That was actually a really good lap time with used tyres. Here we go then. This is the all or nothing lap here. We in P6 in a moment, as through turn 1. We have pretty much identical lap time. We're slightly down, but not much. And now through here, a little bit early on the brakes compared to what I possibly could have been. Focusing on a good exit. We sort of got it. We're only just down on our lap time. But at the moment, we are still down on it. And obviously, that was with used tyres. So it proves it was actually a pretty damn decent lap. 40 milliseconds down. And we're going to go much later on the brakes. A little bit wide, actually. Which probably lost us a bit of time. We get the power down. But as you can see, we just didn't get the exit speed. But we're only just down. It's not really the end of the world. Flat through here. Nothing to worry about there. Now on the brakes here, this is where we gain a bit of time because we were very scruffy through there, but we actually did end up losing a bit of time, but then great exit there is going to make us green by 1 millisecond in that sector. We're going to gain time through here because fresh tyres are the way to go really through there. Now a little bit wide through there, but nothing too bad as we continue going on our lap. Here we go to the final sector. Throw it right here, throw it right again here, get the power down. Decent run to the line, just about quicker, and that is going to be good enough for
qualifying finished,
P6.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Hamilton, Bottas and Charles Leclerc. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. There's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. With average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour, the Hockenheim Ring is a quick circuit with a lap distance of 2.8 miles, around 17 corners. The main DRS zone through Parabolica leads into the hairpin for the best overtaking opportunity on the track. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Iceman and Albon, Perez, Raikkonen, Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Stroll, Sebastian Vettel. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Roman Grosjean and Daniel Kvyat. Russell and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You qualified higher than we were expecting, so see if you can keep this position in the race.
Right, so here we go, then promoted up into P5 because of Vettel's grid penalty. We've got two strategies here. Obviously the second one we're not going to use because we can go mediums to mediums, no problem. But I just want to see, I don't know if it will let me, but I want to see if softs to hards would actually work. But I don't know if you can't remove stints, so, and like for some reason at the moment I'm trying to change it up to hards, but it doesn't let me. So I'm just gonna, it's just not letting me change the tyres too much. So just bear with me here. I just need to quickly see if I just take this down to like the shortest lap. You see the tyres are pretty much at max, so it's going to have to be a 2-stop. So we're going to stick with the top strategy. It's a little bit of a mess there, but we got it sorted. So we're going to go with the top strategy, and that's all that has to be done. So let's dive on into the race. Here we go then. Here in Germany, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of us, and we're underway here. We've actually had a very, very nice start compared to Verstappen. We're going to be side by side with him into the first corner. Maybe not for the best here, as we're going to fly around his outside, give him the space. And there we go. That is a superb start from us up in the P4 already. We're absolutely flying, and now perhaps even going to be able to get Leclerc here. But we're not going to have the best run through there. Ran out a little bit wide, but that Ferrari engine isn't much better than ours now after we brought some major upgrades to it. Well, not of late, but sort of towards the start of this career mode. As you can see, we're really sticking to the back of him here and chucking on the brakes. We're a little bit late on the brakes, so we've actually given him a little tap in the rear. I don't think we've picked up any damage. Just going to check. No damage, but it lost us a little bit of time because we sort of tried to take evasive action. We took it a little bit too late, and that made us lose about a second on him, which is a real shame. But he's not our fight in today's race. We do not need to be fighting Verstappen or really the Red Bulls. We just got past Verstappen because we had an absolute flyer off the line. Really is now going through fast right-hander, very, very similar to Cop's corner back at Silverstone last time out, that corner. Cop's is normally flat though, or nearly flat. That one there isn't quite fully flat. I'm much stronger at Cop's than I am at that corner. I don't really like that right-hander, which is turn 12 around here. Don't like it as much as I like Cop's, that's for sure.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Jeff tells me some more useless information. We ran out very, very wide. We just dipped it on the gravel. We did that in one of our qualifying laps, but it didn't really make much of a difference. But there it made a huge difference as we ran out wide. We're losing a lot of time to Verstappen behind, but it's no surprise. These tyres feel absolutely awful. As here we go then down the straight. What's gonna happen here? I think because there's no DRS, Verstappen's gonna stay behind us because our engine is much better than that Honda engine in the back of the Red Bull, and he broke a lot later than us, but still managed to hold it on the track, and we ran out a little bit wide because we didn't want to break too early, because then he might have actually been able to lunge up her inside. But for now, we hold P4 with 2 laps gone. I'm sort of wondering whether to pit or not, but I don't really think that pitting would be the way to go. I think just stick it out, because like I said, we're not really fighting the Red Bulls behind us too much. They're a much better car. We just got lucky that we out-qualified Albon, and then we got lucky that we had a really good start. So on to end of lap 2 anyway. We're still ahead of the 2 Red Bull cars, and the Ferrari and Mercedes, especially Lewis Hamilton, have all just driven off into the distance, which I say every race, because that Mercedes car, especially with Lewis Hamilton, is just ridiculous. And here we go. Here comes Verstappen on us here. We're going to actually have to run off wide though. We kind of had to. There was nothing else we could have done there, because he was thinking about the insides, and we tried to give him space. We didn't really want to crash at all there. As here we go then, Verstappen on our outside. We're having to give him the space, and we gave him enough space. With DRS has been enabled now, so they might just both be able to cruise past me. Obviously we do have the better engine, but it's actually going to be Verstappen on us here. Albon's having to back out because he does not want to make it 3 wide, as we're just defending it to the outside as best as we can. And here you're going to see the power advantage that I have here. He's in front of us, but we can just cruise back past him really round the outside now. Very, very nice. And now back down the inside of him here, but he has got past us here. We're going to try old switcheroo on him through there. It doesn't always work, and here we go then. We're going to be going side by side through here. Here we go then. We've got to give him the space to there, and we're on the grass. This is not going to hit him. It looks like we're going to be in the wall, and we are, and we're out of the race.
Let me know you're all right.
Let's have another look at this then. So we're going right, we're on the inside. We've tried to give him the space, and we've just lost the back end there, and then the correction came too late. Can't slow it down. We smacked into the side of Verstappen, and there's nothing we can do there. And that is our race over. Retire from the session. It's a shame, but you know, side by side through there doesn't always work, and we just gave them the space, but then we lost the back end. It was completely our fault. Nothing Verstappen did wrong, and that is our race over. And that is a real shame for this German Grand Prix.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today, an incredible performance.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Just noticed the German Grand Prix done. Very disappointing. I can't believe that. That's what Carlos to say about it. Not too bothered really. It's also more annoying because it means we barely got any R&D points.
What do you think of this one?
But we need to just do more durability for the time being. This is the control electronics. We definitely have to do this. I'll just do this for now and then. MGK another time. But yeah, other than that, that is all for today's episode. Going to be a short one because of the obvious scenario. So if you guys have enjoyed, please remember to smash the hell out of the like button, subscribe for more content, and if this is your first video that you've seen in the series, please make sure to go and check other ones out, because I've not retired in every race. This is the first retirement of the series, hopefully the only retirement. It's a shame, but these things happen. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.